Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.6 diesel, and it's the EX model. As you can see here, finishing this lovely white with the contrasting black leather interior. This particular car has covered 48,000 miles and is in absolutely beautiful condition. Go around the car for you. Sunny days are lovely, and I don't want to ever dismiss them, but they're not good for videos, but I'll do my best. The front of the car, very, very clean. You can hardly see a mark of any nose on there anywhere at all. Just trying to get the shadow out of the way. The bonnet itself, incredibly clean. Come down the near side of the vehicle first, but it's absolutely mirror smooth in the panel work. It really, really is. Front wing completely unmarked. Front near side alloy really good. There is a little bit of curbing just on the outside edge, hopefully you can see there, but near side alloy is always one that takes any of the bashing, unfortunately, by definition of course. But the panels are incredibly clean. It really is very, very, very clean car, this. Near side rear alloy, can't see any marks on there, any note at all. And to come around the back of the vehicle, obviously you get parking sensors front and rear, as well as the rear parking camera, so it's hardly a surprise not to see any marks. Got no excuses have you. Around the back here, very, very, very clean and tidy. And then off side of the vehicle, as with the near side, is pretty much mirror smooth in the panel work. Certainly one of the very, very best you're going to see. Offside rear alloy, completely unmarked. And then the rest of the panel right down here is absolutely fantastic. Final alloy, no marks on there at all. So overall we're looking at a car which is in absolutely beautiful condition. It's not to say there isn't the odd mark that either I've missed or the camera hasn't picked up on, so I do apologise. You know, we do positively encourage people to come and see these cars. Come to the back of the car now. I've parked the car in the shade because I said the sunlight makes it very difficult, but it's not the ideal. The leather work in the back is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful condition. Tons of rear leg room in these cars, and of course these seats just flip up as part of the magic seats. It's very clever design. Front passenger door card, as with the others, in absolutely beautiful condition. Front passenger seat here, in all honesty, looks like it's hardly ever been sat on. It's in absolutely beautiful condition there. Driver's door card again, all the little recesses been kept really nicely. Driver's seat again, I apologise for the shading, it really doesn't help, but trust me, the seat's in absolutely fantastic condition there. Inside the car now, engine's running through this section of the video just so you can see the dashboard illuminated. So I do apologise for the darkness, but it's the very best I can do. Sat nav working absolutely perfectly. I'll pop the car into reverse. That's a lovely clear rear parking camera, but everything in here is in fantastic condition. Hopefully if I pop it up there, you can see 48,853 miles. If I come back here, you can see quite clearly, if I can stop shaking, there's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard at all. The dashboard itself is in beautiful condition. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, it's a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.6 EX diesel. This particular car is registered HJ13FNY, and mileage at the start of the road test is 48,848 miles. The reason we do these videos, very simply, is that we want customers to see the cars we're selling actually in operation. That way, if there's any issues relating to the car, we can and we will relay them back to you. It's the whole point of doing the videos. Many of our customers come from the near continent, all over the mainland UK, and if they're willing to invest that time and energy to come and see us, then the least we can do is to put the effort in to do this for them. It's also done on the very quiet country roads, very close to our premises, so hopefully it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself. Coming to the car, clearly it's been a very well looked after car. It's not many miles on one of these, and it drives like it. Engine starts absolutely instantly, settles to a completely smooth and even idle, and it pulls absolutely superbly. No warning lights on the dashboard, and the temperature gauge, and it's a boiling hot day today, it's 28 degrees. The temperature gauge is running as a third, which is exactly where it should be on a Honda car. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch in the vehicle, smooth, silent in operation. Bike point is exactly where it should be on a Honda car as well. So all in fine order there. Gearbox, 6-speed manual gearbox, of course, in these cars. Typical of a Honda gearbox in that it's absolutely brilliant. Very smooth shifting, lovely gear change, positive, accurate, short in throw, meaty in action, all the superlatives that sort of normally thrown at Honda boxes, and this is no different. Just a lovely, lovely gear change. Also worth pointing out that, you know, regardless of the mileage, I can't detect any wear in it at all. It feels absolutely as new to drive. In fact, the whole car does, in all honesty. Steering of the vehicle, again, looking for just signs, kind of a little bit of kind of slop with age and wear, but there's nothing at all. It's sharp, it's precise, you know, it's track's absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all at any speed up to the legal limit, the speeds at which I'm allowed to test drive these cars. So again, all in very, very good order. It's also very, very well matched to the chassis of the car, of course. It's keen, but not over keen, so it's not unsettled. The car just flows through the corners absolutely beautifully. The chassis of the car, the ride is just brilliantly judged. It allows for, you know, a real agility to the chassis, which is lovely. As you can pitch it into corners, there's very little body roll, there's very little sort of motion going on there. It's all very well controlled, but the sharp ridges that used to catch out the previous generation, this one absorbs them infinitely better. It's, you know, these little ridges there, you can feel them, but they're not that sharp, sudden sort of judder that you used to get on the last generation. It's amazing the difference they've done, but it's lost none of the agility in the chassis either, which is brilliant. Also, I can't feel any kind of strange noises, clonks, bangs coming from underneath the chassis, and again, that's normally anti-roll bar links, little drop links, that kind of stuff, where they've got a little bit of wear in the rubber bushes, but there's nothing. It's absolutely silent. Brake pedal on the car, really nice solid brake pedal. It pulls the front of the car down straight and true. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all. So all very, very good order, which I'd expect given the way the car's been looked after throughout its life. One thing that's noticeable by its absence really is the lack of noise. I mean, it's lovely and quiet in here. That could be ruined, of course, if you had a badly fitted windscreen or a door seal that had been skagged accidentally, allowing wind hiss in. But there's nothing in this one. Again, it's all very subdued and very, very muted in here. Looking around inside the vehicle, it's an absolutely beautiful condition, as you'll know from the walk around video, but it's just a beautifully built car. It really, really is. So I just had to accelerate away a bit quick, I managed to misjudge the gap to the car behind. But the dashboard itself is just lovely to use. As I said, fantastically made. It really is. No buzz trims, no rattles, nothing at all in them. I mean, they really do take their miles incredibly well. But it's also very stylish, but functional as well. You know, the centre part here, sat nav's very easy to use. Climate control system's an absolute doddle, but it made out of the very highest quality switch gear that Honda tend to use in their cars. But it's just wonderfully simple to operate. And then the bit in front, which I've always loved, this two-tier dashboard. So you've got information display up on the top left, then the speedo, big, bold, dominating. I can look at the car in front of me and easily see the speed I'm doing out of the corner of my eye with hardly having to take my eyes off the road for more than a nanosecond. It really is genius. Down below that, a more conventional pod, all the dials, everything working exactly as it should. Very importantly, on a day like today, absolutely ice cold air coming out of the air conditioning system, all working absolutely perfectly. In fact, every switch I've pressed, every button I've pressed, everything working exactly as intended. The point of these videos, as I always say, is to pick up on any issues, no matter how small, but there's absolutely nothing on this car. It drives sensationally well, regardless of age or mileage. I'm not giving it any allowance for that. These are brilliant family cars. For those that want, you want a good practical car, but you just, still want a car that's interesting and enjoyable to drive. And this is what this car's so good at. However, if I've missed anything on the video, please don't hesitate. Do give us a call. We prefer being called, actually, rather than being emailed. It's a pretty impersonal world we live in. We know that, and we're not very good at emails. In all honesty, it's quite often we sound grumpy on emails. We're not. So, give us a call, but if you have to email, then please do, and we'll come straight back to you with any answers you might need.